4 days from now, this country will be going into a general election, the kind of election that will determine the future and the fate of the country. Of course, I know that we are all ready to do justice to our polling unit on the day of election, February 25th. Welcome to ObiDatti Family TV. Welcome to ObiDatti Update. My name is Jamie Dejoy, and I'm not alone. Beside me is King Kamsi.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is a few days to the elections, and we're all pumped up and happy about it. And we're hoping to see how Nigeria is going to take a true decision, and a unanimous decision that's going to change this country for the better. It's been over 60 years since we gained independence, and to today we're still having the same conversations that we had years ago. No lights, no fuel, no water, bad roads, and all of those things. And we can't keep on like this. We are the final lap right now, and remember on the ObiDatti updates of the show, we keep you updated with the trends around the Obi and the Datti movement, and also the campaign and how it's going. As it stands right now, Mr. Peter Obi is currently in Oka, the capital city of Anambra State, and he's going to be making his way to the general market, the Oka General Market in Anambra State. So we crave the indulgence of the Anambra and people who reside there very close to the area, to make their way out and listen to what the presidential candidate of the Labour Party has to say in that regards. Today we have wonderful guests on the show that will be joining us through Zoom to make some contributions and tell us as to the reason why they have decided to support the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. The first guest we'll be having on the show today is Mrs. Princess Mwizu from the support group ObiDatti Exclusive Support Group. Mrs. Princess, you're welcome to the show. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Mrs. Princess. We have so much to talk about, but so little time. So let's fit in everything to this little time that we have to do our discussion. Right now, you've decided to support Mr. Peter Obi, and yes, it's the final days to the election. Could you just tell us in a wrap why you have decided to support Mr. Peter Obi, and what your support group, the ObiDatti Exclusive Support Group, has been doing to take the message of Mr. Peter Obi to the people and to the grassroots?
Okay, thank you. I have two reasons for campaigning for Peter Obi. One is because of the future of our children. I keep telling people that it is high time everybody wake up to fight this battle that is facing us. Because all the while, when you ask people to come out to vote, they will just tell you that why would they vote? Why would they come out to vote? That their votes are not being counted. So I see it as a major challenge, especially in our Igbo land. And that is why I brought up myself going from house to house, from shop to shop, from market to market, just because of the future of our children. Because if we don't get it right now, it might be a very serious matter for our children. We can stand it now at our age, but our children can't stand it. So the better we fight it now, the sooner and faster we handle it now, the better for us. Then ObiDatti group we just founded it. It's a WhatsApp group. Mostly we hardly see, but we registered it with the campaign organization in Abuja. We just, like the materials I was sharing, we donated and we printed so many things: t-shirts, apron, phone stickers, and normal sticker, the normal ballot paper sticker that we place it in markets, in people's doors, and so many places. So that is what ObiDatti Support Group has been doing.
Okay, ma. Thank you so much. A very quick one. Though you made mention on a few of the activities, but we really want to know what exactly did you put together, or what exactly have you been able to put together to support Peter Obi? We know we have other various support group. We have the one for social media, the ones for neighbor to neighbor sensitization, and so on. What have you been able to put together for Peter Obi?
Okay, like I said, I've been going from house to house, from market to market. Why I decided to start going to meeting people one-on-one is when I found out that I just entered one market to buy something, and I was trying to have a conversation with a particular woman who I think, in quotes, is exposed. So by the time I was discussing with her, she said, that day that she will only come out for Senate, the day they will do Senate election. I just looked at her and said, Auntie, did you say you will only come out the day they will do Senate election? She said, yes, that is the only thing. She will come out. I will mention the person she said she will come out to vote. She said that's the only day she will be coming out. I said, Auntie, don't you know that it's the same day they are going to do the both presidential, Senate, and House of Rep? She said she doesn't know. So I now started engaging with her. I asked her, okay. She now said, I've not gained anything from P2B. I said, Auntie.
Hello, Mrs. Princess. Oh, I think Mrs. Princess, we can move over to Mrs. Joy Okuchi. Mrs. Joy Okuchi, please, if you're speak to us now. Mrs. Joy Okuchi, please speak to us so we can get you. Okay, I think there's a bit of a network collapse on the end. But please, if you could get us clearly, join us in a bit. It's actually amazing to see that a lot of people are stretching our hands to make sure that Mr. Peter Obi takes Nigeria and gives it back to the citizenry, just as it should be. Now, right now, like we said earlier, Mr. Peter Obi is going to be right here in Oka today. He's already making his way to the Oka market right now. Okay, so Mrs. Joy, please, if you're with us, please unmute your microphone so we could speak with you. Mrs. Joy Okuchi, who is a member of the Peter Obi National Mandate. Mrs. Joy, please. Good morning. Please unmute your microphone so we could hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us, Mrs. Joy. It's actually amazing to have you on the show this morning. Okay, so please, Mrs. Joy, quickly, you're a member of the Peter Obi National Mandate. So please tell us what that is all about, and also the reason why you have decided to support Mr. Peter Obi to be the president of this country in this forthcoming election.
Thank you. I'm supporting Mr. Peter because he's a man of integrity. He has all it takes to rule this country. As an Igbo man, I know he can do it, and he will do it by the grace of God. And we suffered enough because of our children, even our unborn children. That's why I'm supporting him. I came out on my own fully to support him and to work for him and to see that he is our president of this country. This insecurity in this country is getting too much. It's getting out of hand. We need him to be there. Thank you.
Okay, ma. Quickly, we're going to go over the question again. Can you please tell us your support group, the name, and what the group stand for?
Is PONAM, People to be National Mandate.
Hello, ma, can you hear us?
Hello, Mrs. Joy. Can you hear us clearly? Okay. I think we're having a little bit of a network issue right now, but we might just need to go on a quick break, and when we get back, we'll continue our discussions.
To be Labour Party, Labour Party, to be Labour Party, to be Labour Party, LP, can you get a vote? To be Labour Party, Labour Party, LP, can you get a vote? To be Labour Party, Labour Party, never say, Mama, Papa, no, to be Labour Party, Mama, Papa, no, Mama, Papa, now to be Labour Party. Mama, Papa, now to be Labour Party.
Mr. Peter Obi's administration built from scratch Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University Teaching Hospital with 25 building structures. His government funded transformation of massive infrastructural development, accreditation of 12 health institutions and 2 hospitals, and also built 10 maternal and childcare centers across the state. He is the first governor to purchase medical equipment worth over 135 million naira and 50 ambulances for the health sector in Anambra State, which remain functional till today. He built and equipped Dr. Jonwilo Heart Center in St. Joseph Hospital, Adazi-Nnukwu, where heart operations are performed. Anambra State is the first state in Nigeria to distribute more than 30,000 computers to secondary schools. Mr. Peter Obi distributed about 700 buses to secondary schools in Anambra State and built 200 primary school blocks. He donated the sum of 300 million naira to Anglican churches and 440 million naira to Roman Catholic churches to rehabilitate their missionary schools. During his tenure, he gave 1 million naira each to more than 160 first-class graduates. To promote the reading culture in the state, he went ahead to build a well-equipped library known as Prof. Kennedy Dike Library, Awka. He also rehabilitated the divisional library in Onitsha and gave 500,000 naira to each secondary school in the state to provide library materials. This boosted the student performance from the 26th position in Nigeria to the 1st position. The security improvement was exceptional as he provided security vehicles to 177 communities in the state. He cleared pension and gratuity owed since 1990 to the tune of about 37 billion naira and also paid monthly stipends to the elderly in the state. Mr. Peter Obi built the first secretariat complex in Anambra State to house the various Anambra State government ministries that were scattered all over the state. His good governance attracted the second largest brewery in the world, known as Sabmela, to build their first greenfield facility in the state. He was recognized by the Millennium Development Goals (MDG) as the best governor in the implementation of their programs in Nigeria. Peter Obi constructed 2 bridges across the popular Agulu Lake in Anyocha local government area of Anambra State at the cost of 2 billion naira. He funded Agulu Lake Hotel Project, Golden Tulip, and reconstruction of Opaiweka bridges at the axis of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway with 6 lanes. Peter Obi constructed 800 km of road network between rural and urban areas. Some of the roads include Ibariam Internal Road, Ekulobia Ezinifite Road, Niger Drive Onitsha, Ifite Dunu Road, construction of Zik Avenue and Mpo flyover, 30 verifiable bridges, Ezu Ebenebe Bridge, Oka North, Isuanyocha Bridge, Opaka River Bridge, pedestrian bridge at permanent site Unizik Junction, Oka. He created industrial parks as catalysts for industrialization. He constructed and commissioned the Governor's Lodge at Annex Onitsha, FMR Customary Court of Appeal Complex, High Court buildings at Nnewi and Ogidi, Judges' Quarters at Onitsha. His visionary leadership brought unprecedented transformation to the local government in Anambra State. He made provision for 1.2 billion naira credit facilities to farmers in the state and cleared a 20 million naira debt owed banks as a result of the 2012 flood devastation. Peter Obi's administration purchased 90 buses and taxis for Anis Mass Transit Company. He adopted the best practice in waste disposal and provided over 300 million naira worth of waste evacuation trucks. The Debt Management Office rated Anambra as the least indebted state in Nigeria. Mr. Peter Obi handed 75 billion naira to his successor, Mr. Willie Obiano. The credibility and reputation of Peter Obi as a competent visionary leader in public service governance and management of state resources remains undisputable.
Be that they vote for, they'll go vote for another person. So what will they try do now? They try teach people, show people say now the logo be this. So that the way you want vote, when you reach there, you will see one will be umbrella, not be for Peter Obi. You'll see one will be broom, not be for Peter Obi. Now this one will Papa, Mama, Pikin, Day, and that will be Peter Obi. So when you want vote, you come press that ink they'll put for your hand. You come put her for where this picture they so now you go put her. That's why you take vote for Peter Obi. So if you see Labour Party logo now, you know what you are doing.
I don't know because of this.
And the picture of so on the day of the election, you put your hand or wear that picture, you make it not process another person.
So how can you do this? How can you prevent election rigging at your polling unit on election day? We share a few tips with you. So 1, show up early at your polling unit on election day. If you show up early, it's one way to stop election rigging because it gives you an opportunity to observe every activity at your polling unit. Now, this will enable you cross-check the following sensitive materials. You've got to shine your eyes and ensure that these materials are available at your polling unit. 1 is the ballot papers, 2, result sheets, 3, the BVAS device. Now, before accreditation and voting begins, ensure you verify that the BVAS has 0 figure for accreditation. Next, after accreditation and voting, remain at the polling unit to watch the process until ballot papers are counted. Closely monitor the ballot counting process and ensure the results are recorded on the original form, and it's the form EC8A for the polling unit. Then you need to ensure the INEC official takes a photo of the authentic results for that polling unit using the BVAS only. Only the BVAS should be used to take image of the result sheet. Now, once the photo of the result sheet is taken, closely watch to ensure the INEC official uploads the results on the INEC election results viewing portal using the BVAS. Now, where there is no network to transmit the results at the polling unit, we encourage you to accompany the INEC official with the BVAS to any location with network and verify the result is transmitted electronically. Lastly, you request that the INEC official post the polling unit's results at the polling unit using the form EC60E. Every polling official is required to post the results of that polling unit at the polling unit. If possible, after all this, you can accompany the INEC officials and the electoral materials to the Ward Collation Center to monitor the ward.
Welcome back to ObiDatti Update on ObiDatti Family TV, a place where we give you updates and happenings around Peter Obi, a place that will also bring you our support group, various support group with activities and what they are doing to take Peter Obi to the next level. I am Jamie Joy, and with me is King Kamsi.
Yes, thank you so much, Joy. It's actually amazing to have you guys back as well for the network descriptions that we had before now. Okay, but right now we're back to ObiDatti Family Television and ObiDatti Updates. And now we're moving straight up. We have another wonderful set of people who are with us right here in the studio. And they'll be giving us their takes on the ObiDatti movement campaign and how it's going with them. And also how they've been able to, put in their own power and support to make sure that the campaign is going proper and as amazing as it should go. Okay, so today in the studio we have two amazing people from the same support group, but handling it in different zones. I have Honorable Dominic Okuchukwu, who's the coordinator of the Grassroots Warriors Initiative in Anocha local government, and also Mrs. Chima Anolefo, who is also the coordinator of the Grassroots Warrior Initiative in Newi, and they are here with us today. You're welcome, sir and ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you. Okay, so I will start off with Honorable Dominic. Honorable Dominic, it's amazing to see that you are one of those people who have decided to take up mobilization for Mr. Peter Obi. So I just want to ask, quickly, it is a few days to the election. How far have you been able to go with it, and what exactly have you done in Anocha local government? And is Anocha ready to vote for Peter Obi?
Thank you very much. We have done everything expected of a leader. We go to the markets. In Nigeria, that is sensitizing people, telling them where to vote. We've gone to churches, telling people where to vote and how to vote. In fact, we have done everything expected of us to make sure we discharge our duties of what we promise to do effectively without any hindrance.
But is Anyocha ready to vote for Peter Obi?
Very
Very ready.
ready.
Okay. Okay, so Mrs. Chima, how's it in Nnewi?
Well, I must say it's very fantastic. We have done every damn thing that we're supposed to do. Even the house to house, I myself, I did house to house
Sensitization?
sensitization, yes. To sensitize them on where to vote and how to cast their vote. And I believe something good is coming out from there, yes. They are trying their best, and mostly people, they are telling us, they are confessing that whoever that is born and brought up of Igbo people who cannot be able to vote P2B, that means, it means that the person is not an Igbo person. So all the votes that, all the sensitization that we go and the way we educate them, people meet up. Yes,
Okay.
they meet up.
Okay,
yes.
sir. Quickly, I'm going to come back to you, Honorable Dumina. Okay. You spoke about, you assured us that your people are very ready to vote on the day of election. But we also want to know, how sure are you, and what have you been able to put in place to make sure that these people are credible and ready to vote?
Thank you very much. I've been an honorable man. I've contested the election. I know what it takes to win the election. People are directed, more especially the new entrants, that those who will vote for the first time, they were directed their polling units, even telling them that if a blind man comes and he cannot see, if he asks, you direct the agents in the presence of the police and other agents and vote on his or her behalf.
Okay.
So nobody will be hindered from casting the vote to candidate of his own, of his choice or her choice.
Okay. Very quick one, ma'am. I'm going to come back to you. You spoke a lot about neighbor-to-neighbor sensitization. You said personally you went out to sensitize your neighbor house to house. Now I want to ask you, looking from the woman perspective and a mother perspective, I want to ask you, the process of you sensitizing and campaigning for Peter Obi, was there any challenge, any form of challenge?
Thank you very much. I must say that there is no challenge. Everybody, they make up their mind to vote P2B. Whoever that you meet, they say that they will have dedicate their vote to give P2B. That all their vote dedicated to give P2B. Nobody that said that P2B will not go. Almost all of them, they give us the assurance that what we are doing is good, and all their votes must surely go and cast to P2B. Yes, that is it.
But Mrs. Anoyefo, I want to also know, looking at it, in Anambra State, we've been used to voting two particular parties.
Yeah.
Labour Party is a new party to Anambra State. So especially, but I know Nnewi is one place that we've also seen people delivering votes to YPP, even when there were other parties then that looked as if they were taking place. But how have you been able to explain to people that, okay, this time it's not broom, it's not umbrella. See, it's now Mama, Papa, Pikin. How have you been able to explain to people? And are people understanding it?
Thank you very much. Yes, we have done that. We have flyers and stickers, telling them that the day of that election, that nobody will going to see Labour Party. That all they will see is this LP, Papa, Mama, where they draw Papa, Mama, and their Pikin. So let them be ready of that day. Nobody is going to tell them that this is a Labour Party, this is where they... But once they see where they wrote LP, they know exactly that this is where we are going. We are not going to broom, we are not going to umbrella, we are going to LP, where they draw Papa, Mama, and their Pikin. They have only one Pikin.
Oh, okay. Quickly, Honorable, let's talk about INEC. Okay, we had information that INEC cancelled about 240 polling units in the southeast region of the country. Now, it's 4 days to the election Saturday. Do you have faith in INEC to deliver a free and fair election?
In fairness, it's not supposed to be done, more especially when the time is at hand. Okay. But you know, let us watch whether something magic will be done so that the people affected will still cast their votes.
Okay, okay, ma. And quickly, ma, you've said a lot, but before we let you go, it's barely 4 days to the election. What is your fate for Nigeria come 2020, this February 25th?
Thank you very much. My faith is this. I believe that P2B is going to sit on that chair that very day.
Exactly.
Because almost all the whole Nigeria, all the whole people, they are there for P2B. Yes, P2B is there for us.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, that's the much we will take on this interview today. Thank you so much for joining us, Honorable Dominic Obiano-Okuchukwu, and also Mrs. Chima Anolefo. They are the coordinators of the Grassroots Warrior Initiative in Adocha Local Government and also in Lewi there. So thank you so much for those who have watched up to this point in the program. We've spent a lot of time and we've spoken to quite a number of support groups on the program today. And it's going to be that way till Saturday, where we're going to have the election finally. And we believe that Mr. Peter Obi and Datti Baba Ahmed are going to emerge as the president and vice president elects of Nigeria come Saturday. So thank you so much, and please make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, ObiDatti Family TV, and you can also reach out to us on WhatsApp to ask for information on anything you need. I'll be right here to talk with you and also give you and guide you through the process. Thank you so much, and please don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.